Yo guys, CFB, welcome back to a brand new video. Hopefully we're all doing well. Obviously we're back with another transfer news video, but I have got to say this though. Next week, some point next week, there will actually be a Premier League predictions video, which it will be mostly talking about Chelsea, but we'll be talking about all the teams because it's a Premier League predictions video. So that will be about next week some point, because we'll only be 2 weeks off the Premier League then. But we have got transfer news video to get through today, and it's a pretty big one. The first bit of news I'm going to deliver is a huge bit of news. The last one I deliver is going to be a huge bit of news. The bits in the middle are big news, but not as big as the first and last, if you know what I'm trying to say. So, yeah. But before we get into any of it, please like, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you're notified every time I upload a video. First link in the description is my second channel. If you're a fan of gaming content, go and check it out. And, yeah. Without further ado, let's get straight into the video because it's going to be a long one. I've got a lot to chat about here. So let's get to the first bit of news, which is gigantic. This came out today, fresh today, and let's just say it's the dream on. The dream's on. By the way, fresh trim, if you know what I'm trying to say. Always looking sharp. So yeah, let's get to the first bit of news, which I reported on about a month ago, and it looks like it's starting to come into fruition here. So, yeah, from a Tier 1 source in France. This wasn't by the guy from Tier 1 source in France, it's by somebody else. But the Tier 1 source in France basically said the same thing. So, this came out today. Chelsea are going to go for Mbappe. The expectancy is that they will at least give it a go. Saudi coming too, as expected, and Real Madrid believe he is their player. Let the race begin. It's like me in a race with Usain Bolt. That's how much a chance we stand in this. Let's be real. Let's be real here. Let's be 100% real. We don't stand a chance in this, especially without any Europe. Yeah, let's be real. This isn't going to happen. But the fact that we are apparently in for him, and also the fact the Tier 1 source said that Chelsea are trying to see how much it would cost. But Chelsea are in for him. I mean, let's be real. Who's turning down Kylian Mbappe? Who's turning down Kylian Mbappe? Had arguably one of the best World Cup performances ever in football, and he ended up losing the final. Scored a hat-trick in the World Cup final, you know. Unlucky not to win the World Cup final. I would love Mbappe, obviously. But for some reason, from my standpoint, I don't know why, but when I think about Mbappe in a Chelsea shirt, off the wing or even up top, I see him flopping for some reason. I know that's crazy to say, but that's what I feel like Chelsea, big level expectation players that come to Chelsea for the forward line always flop. And I just feel like, imagine if Mbappe came to Chelsea and he dropped like only 8 goals and like 4 assists in like 30 odd appearances. Imagine what that would do. You know what I mean? No, it wouldn't be that much damage to him. It would be damage to his career, but it would be damage to us as well. Don't get me wrong. So, yeah. And if any of you are there like, oh, but are Chelsea actually going to go for him? This is from sources. Is there any sources close to Chelsea that's saying this? Well, I've got this to tell you. Explaining around the ownership side of the Mbappe thing. So, this came from Felix Johnson. Chelsea have a superstar fund allocated to any player that deem a superstar, Vinicius Jr., Mbappe, Musiala, that suddenly becomes available. Todd and Behad still want a huge name, a commercial powerhouse. Still don't see how this transfer happens at all. Player side with no Europe, not getting excited. Basically, Felix Johnson was saying what I said about the Mbappe thing when I first read it to you guys today. This ain't going to happen, let's be real. This is not going to happen. But it is true. And this came out last year, in last year's summer market. Todd Bowley, Bahad Bali want superstar signs. They want at least 2. Well, let's be real. Enzo's the first one. He's a, young player of the tournament in the World Cup that he won. Arriving onto the scene for the first ever time. And he won it with Argentina. Mudryk isn't that guy. Let's be real. Mudryk isn't a superstar name, a commercial powerhouse, is he? But he has the potential to be a superstar name. Kylian Mbappe is. Kylian Mbappe is a superstar name who's going to bring in a lot of money. And a player you would expect to, win Ballon d'Ors at your club. Let's be real, Mbappe is probably going to win at least 3 Ballon d'Ors. Maybe this year's one, in my opinion. But and Chelsea, let's be real, Todd Boehly has even been seen to splash the cash whenever he wants. He will drop 150 bags on this guy. He will. Let's be real. Anyone that's saying on this video, if you're not a Chelsea fan, saying, "Oh, Todd Boehly wouldn't do that," come on, let's reverse. Let's reverse. He would do that. He would. It would cost a lot of money. I reckon 170 mil plus. I reckon that's the minimum. Because Mbappe is, you know, he isn't no cheap option, is he? You know. But I wouldn't be stressed if we didn't get Mbappe. I can't believe I'm even speaking about this, you know. But, you know, there's always that whole story that Mbappe, you know, there's a photo on the internet, an actual real photo on the internet of Mbappe posing next to his, a Chelsea shirt. I think, yeah, it was a Chelsea shirt. I was going to say, I think it was Drogba on the back, but it wasn't. I think it's an Mbappe. He was posing next to the shirt. He used to like Chelsea. I don't know if he still does, but he used to. He'd been to games and stuff like that before. He went to the Chelsea-Barcelona one, the one where we got cheated out in that Champions League semi-final against Barcelona in 2008. Yeah, he went to that apparently. So, yeah. I can't believe I'm speaking about it, but I would take Mbappe at Chelsea. If you wouldn't, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. That's your opinion, but yeah. But we'll have to see how much this develops. It won't develop. If he's going to go anywhere, let's be real, it's going to be Real Madrid. He wouldn't go to Saudi, I don't think now. But if he's going anywhere, it's going Real. Real have the money. Real have the way more power than us, especially right now. You know, we've got no Europe. You know what I mean? We've got no Europe. So, yeah, we'll have to see if anything big happens. If anything happens, then I'll let you guys know, but I don't think anything's going to happen. So, I just want to speak about it since there's actually interest. So, yeah. Let's go into Ryan Cherki. Ryan Cherki's been quite quiet as of late since I last reported it. Well, we've actually got an update here from Bobby Vincent. Chelsea are still interested in Ryan Cherki, but if they want to complete the Moises Caicedo deal first before making any moves. Officials at Chelsea believe Cherki has all of the ingredients to develop into a world-class player one day. If we don't get Mbappe, I mean, I'm down for Ryan Cherki any day of the week. I've already said Ryan Cherki is a player I would like at Chelsea. I think he's got so much high potential. He's got so much potential. He reminds me of Hazard in a way. You know, that would be quite good vibes to bring back to Chelsea. I mean, bring it on. It would be a cheap transfer as well. I think you're not looking at too much. I think you're looking at about 35 million. I don't know. But I would take Ryan Cherki. It looks like I don't think this deal is going to happen because of news I'm going to get into soon. But I think a lot of us Chelsea fans would take Ryan Cherki at Chelsea. I've already said that numerous amount of times. But we'll have to see how much develops on it, really. Because, yeah. Also, this came out yesterday night. This is a completely bit of different news. Moving on from Ryan Cherki. I've got nothing else to say about Ryan Cherki now. I don't know what to say on the situation. We've not even bidded for him or anything like that, or personal terms. We've just got high interest in him. So, yeah. This happened last night from Nathan Gissin and Fabrizio Romano. Can't speak. Ended up reporting it later yesterday night. Something to do with inside Chelsea, like inside the boardroom. Understand Chelsea technical director Christopher Vival has left the club. Does anyone care? Yeah, Christopher Vival, thank you, I guess. You know, he's the one who got Potter sacked. He was the one who wanted Nagelsmann in. And he got the Potter sacked one, fair play, he got that right. Didn't get Nagelsmann in, but I don't think that was really Chelsea's fault. I think that was Nagelsmann. I mean, you look, Nagelsmann wanted the Tottenham job and ended up not getting it. Then he wanted the PSG job and then didn't end up getting it. So there's clearly a denominator here going on. Do you know what I'm trying to say? There's clearly a denominator going on. And I don't understand what his role was really anyway. I think Chelsea made a mistake at the start when we were doing the whole structure thing of putting too many chefs in the kitchen, if you know what I'm trying to say. Putting too many chefs in the kitchen. There's too many board members at the stage now. Obviously, since they recruited Vival to now, the structure has changed in a way. Seems a lot more smoother now. Seems like the owners are starting to realise their mistakes and, you know, trying to change it up, which I commend them on, because they did make mistakes in the past, but now they're trying to rectify them, so fair play to them. Yeah, good luck to Vival, you know. Yeah, good luck to Vival. I don't know what I have to say on that situation. Let me know in the comments down below what you think. What was his proper role? I'm not too sure what it was. Now let's move on to, before we get into the last news, which is a massive bit of news, let's move on to this bit of news, which isn't Chelsea related, but it ties in with Chelsea. It's something to do with Brighton. I've got a couple of things to say about this personally. So, yeah, this is what Brighton manager De Zerbi had to say today. De Zerbi said this: Caicedo stays with us until my owner changes his mind. No idea of what can happen in the future, but if Moises leaves, we have to find the right player. We have to substitute him with a great player because this year we play in the Europa League, unlike Chelsea. Okay, De Zerbi. Okay. It's funny really because, you know, one season. Fair play to Brighton. One season they've been better than us. You know, fair play to Brighton. Last season they were a top club. I got to admit, brilliant. They were beating great teams, beating us. Came higher than us. We had a freak of a season though. Let's be real here. If we were on top of our season, I don't think you would have came higher than us. But all right. So yeah, fair play. You had a good season, but don't be giving it the big one. Let's be real. You know, Chelsea, Brighton, come on. You know what I'm trying to say? Seagull, lion, you know, the lion easily eats a seagull, you know. You are our dinner. And furthermore, you're not even our dinner, you are our breakfast, you know. You're not even our dinner or lunch, you're our breakfast. You know, actually, no, you're not even our breakfast. You're our snack we have, like, just after dinner. You know what I mean? No, lunch. I would just have the lunch. You're our snack. And I'm not talking, though, like, nice snack, you know. You open up a bag of crisps and, you know, you got the crisps, you eat the crisps. You know what I'm trying to say? And then, you know, you got, like, the little crumbs at the bottom. And, you know, you tip it into your mouth, get the rest of the crumbs out of the packet. And then you've always got, like, when you look into the packet, the little bits of sticky crumbs that stick to the packet that you can't really get. You know, you have to shake sometimes and then they're loose. But it's like the bits you don't care about. You just chuck it away mainly. That's you at the bottom of the pile. Come on, let's be real. Let's be real. Chelsea, Brighton, come on. Know your place, you know what I'm trying to say. It's like Brighton are all of a sudden trying to make a rivalry with us, and it's funny. It's funny because, like, I've always respected Brighton personally. I think they're a good club. It's like, I think they have a good fan base, you know, all 5 of them. They're all quite good. I'm joking. Don't ridicule me. I'm joking. No, they actually have a good fan base. They have a solid team at the moment. Their structure is brilliant. You know, they're going to be a top club. I believe they will be a top club for the next decade. I think for the next at least 6-7 seasons, I think they're going to be a top club in the Premier League. But come on, let's not be making an enemy out of us, because let's be real here. You know? Who wants to be Brighton, Chelsea, like I've already said? I'm not even going to get into it anymore. Let's just say this. All I'm saying is Chelsea, Brighton. Know your place. Know your place. But fair play for last season. Like I said, I'm not making an enemy. Do you know what I'm trying to say? I'm not making an enemy, but like, you know, come on. Yeah. That's what I had to say about that. I don't know what De Zerbi is talking about. I actually rate De Zerbi as a manager, but if he wants to start chatting out of his arse, then that's cool. Yeah, let's move on to the last bit of news. Since we got that horror show of what he just said out of the way. You know, sorry, you play for Europa League. I'm sorry. You know, ooh, please. So yeah, if you get triggered, Brighton fans, please don't ridicule me. It's only a bit of, well, is it a bit of fun? I don't know. So yeah, let's get to the massive bit of news now, which came out today. An Ornstein dagger. You know, one of those ones there. This is Ornstein on a certain somebody, which I am very excited. So, exclusive. Chelsea have made contact with Ajax to express interest in signing Mohammed Kudas. No offer yet, but dialogue has taken place. 22-year-old attacking midfielder among options Chelsea considering, plus agreement close on personal terms. Woo! Bring me Kudas. Bring me him. Oh, I watched him closely in the World Cup. I watched him in the World Cup, and for Ghana, I think it's Ghana. Oh my day, what a player! What a player! Things with Kudas as well, like you said there, he's a cam, but he can do centre mid if you really need him to, and he can also do right wing. It's right wing or left wing. It's one of the two. And like I said, in the World Cup, he was amazing. Honestly, I've seen him for a couple of times at Ajax as well. I haven't seen him. The times I've ever watched him, I've never seen him drop a stinky game. He's got all sorts of ability. He's oozing ability. Now, my only concern would be a player like him, let's be real, is going to cost like 45, 50 million, I'm expecting. He isn't going to want to sit on the bench. And let's be real, it's going to be Nkunku who's going to be the cam for us, I think. Pretty sure. If we go with a 4-2-3-1. He's not going to be happy sitting on the bench majority of the time. Like I said, he can do wing as well. You know what I mean? He can do cam and wing. So we've got versatility there. You know? So I don't see him being better than Madueke off the right wing, personally. I think Madueke is better out wide. I've never watched Kudas out wide. I've only seen him in the cam position, and I would still probably say I would rather Madueke off the wide. So if Kudas is there, I mean, what an option it would be to be backing up Nkunku. Oh my God. And obviously Nkunku's versatile as well. He could do, obviously, his main position is cam. He could do right wing, left wing. He can also do strikers. Strikers like his second position. I'm all for it. I am all for Kudas. I'm a massive fan. When I heard we was interested in him towards the end of the season, I think it was like a week or two before the end of the season. I didn't mention it in the video though. I was there like, I'd take Kudas any day at Chelsea. You know, I'm a big fan. But I mean, it looks like it's coming to fruition here. Personal terms look like they're being close to being agreed. Technically, when Ornstein says this, personal terms have been agreed. All Chelsea needs to do is put a bid in that Ajax one and it's accepted. I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Versatile player, quality, young. And what the sweetest thing about it is as well, a week or two ago, there was loads of rumours going about. Apparently Arsenal were looking at signing him. Apparently they were there like really had a lot of interest in Kudas. Imagine we just take him away from Arsenal again. Oh, another player off Arsenal joining someone who's 12th compared to someone that finished second. You know, it just, you know, screams who's a bigger club, you know what I'm trying to say. But that's obviously if they had an actual interest in him. And also the more sweeter thing was I checked out a Fabrizio Romano tweet about maybe about 2 months ago. Apparently Brighton were after him as well. Two clubs that we don't dislike. Two clubs that we dislike. And we take a player away from them. I'd be all for it. But that's not the main reason why I'm happy for the transfer. I would be ecstatic if we got Kudas. Absolutely. You know, I think that would be, in my opinion, a 10 out of 10 window. You know, if we get Caicedo and we get Kudas. Obviously we bring in Nkunku, but that was signed last year. Same with Gusto. Jackson signed this year. Oh, we get Caicedo and Kudas. Maybe if we find a cheaper backup DM option for Caicedo, that would be good as well. 10 out of 10 window it would be. 10 out of 10. Even if we didn't get the backup DM, 10 out of 10 window, honestly. Brilliant. If we got Mbappe, it would be 150. You know what I mean? It would be 150, you know what I'm trying to say. So, yeah. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of the De Zerbi comments. Oh, God. The Mbappe links, you reckon any truth to him? Any truth? I don't know. Let me know. Mohammed Kudas, are you excited for this if it does happen? Would you welcome it with open arms? You know, let me know in the comments down below. I'm always reading the comments. I've been very intrigued to know. So, yeah, we'll have to see what happens with all this in the coming days. obviously I'll let you know. Please like, subscribe, hit the bell notification because videos could come at any time. And yeah, take care all. Have a good rest of your night. Peace.